Hello, everyone. Welcome back. My name's Marisa, and I'm with Etheric Light Soma. Thank you so much for returning. And if you're new here, welcome in. I'm hearing work your magic. Okay. All morning, that's all I kept hearing was work your magic. It's time for you to work your magic, boo. It's time for you to awaken you, who you really are at your core. I make a lot of videos for the highly sensitive creatives, the ones who feel things, who who notice the sensations running through their body, the planetary alignments, the shift in the cosmos, the shift in the earth plane, the shift in those around them. I speak a lot about us tuning into those energies, those frequencies, those vibrations, because we are aligned with them. All of the emotional energies that come from what we are feeling, we are meant to feel them. And this week has brought up a lot of lessons, a lot of challenges, a lot of sensations within the body, especially if you are tuned in with all of these frequencies and the shifting that's happening. So we have several planets that have been in retrograde since the new moon and a little bit before, but one of them being Saturn, which is the ruler and the planet who does activate you learning through challenges, you walking the path and understanding the lessons. And then we have Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. All of those planets are in retrograde right now. So they are asking for us to have a deeper dive within ourselves, to walk and learn and be with the shadow, to be with the inner parts of us that are no longer gonna take the back seat anymore. They're ready to come forward. They're ready to come and sit in the front, okay? They're ready to reclaim what was already meant for them to claim, was to be heard, to be seen, to be understood, to make amends with what they were showing up in the first place, or why they were showing up in the first place is what I'm hearing. And so working your magic this week. And this may not be a message for all of those who resonate with a lot of the other videos that I've done, because this video feels very different today. It feels like this is an activation of your witch, of you having this magic within you, this wisdom, this ancient knowledge, this ancient understanding that you have magic and you can manifest a lot of your reality in a moment, in an instant. You have been planting seeds and you understand that it takes time and dedication to sow them, to take care of them, to water them, to birth them, right? So they can have their rebirth, their birthing moment, right? Just like the leaves that are falling right now. They're falling, the trees are letting go and releasing so that they know there is a cycle of recycling. There is a cycle of returning. And they know this deep down at their core. And you do too. You know that there is a return of the magic within you. And there is this returning and this deeper call that you've been feeling into. This magic that's been sitting dormant or lying deep within a space and a place of your body. And it's been roaring. It's been like shaking you up sometimes in the night. I mean, if I'm being honest, this week has been shaking me the fuck up this week. And I've had like delayed sleep and I've had to walk and talk my talk, okay, and be who I am at my core and see it as a medicine. How can I restore harmony again? How can I be with myself in these darker moments that I am not able to fall asleep easily, okay? Having, these issues with falling asleep, being up at night, even when I'm doing all of the things, can I surrender into the moment and just say, this is just happening for a bigger purpose? There's a deeper meaning behind this, and work with it. And that's just exactly what I did. But then there was also, and I will speak to Lavender in a moment because she wanted to come. There's also this magic that happened when I said to myself, okay, Maybe I have been tapping into me being highly sensitive and to the collective that we are rising with together in. And maybe also I'm speaking to the witch within, the magical wisdom keeper, the ancient knowledge, the one that holds a lot of medicine, medicine, earth magic. Because when I started to dabble into different witchcraft, okay, this week, and where is my, oh, there's my, okay. So like I was hearing like work your magic, and you may be dabbling into witchcraft or the craft of creation from wisdom. Okay, this is that deeper knowledge, knowing that working with certain aspects, when we bring salt and when we bring water in, just like I did, and we put it under our bed with an intention, with a prayer, with a manifestation, an affirmation that we know things will clear, that they will be cleansed, that they will be transmuted into the highest good, into the light again. We set that intention just like we do when we take any type of medicine. Okay, we drink cough syrup to manifest and affirm that our cough will feel better again, that it will go away. And when it doesn't, you still believe and you still take that medicine until it does, right? You still work with yourself, and you honor your light, you honor your body. You take in vitamin C, you eat consciously. You are more aware during those times when you need something. And so if you are going through something this week, okay, there's a lot of cosmic energies moving around and shifting. Okay, there's a lot of backward movement so that you can be introspective, so that you can be and take in that internal reflection time. Your body is the journal, and you are writing it alive, okay? And so can you be with the medicine that's keeping you up at night? Literally, maybe. And can you be with the medicine and keep on taking it, digesting it? Can you keep on working with it, molding it, adding in a little bit of this, a little bit of that, right, into the cauldron, and then stirring it and seeing what comes from it? All right, that's it. The next message that came through was that you walk a long path. You feel it is of much darkness, but it is only because you carry the light switch, the lantern, the sun within you. Okay? So for some of you here, you have gone through so many awakenings, so many ego deaths. There was a huge ego death energy that came through about a week ago, or maybe a week and a half ago now, where literally I spoke with somebody and they were writing their death card to their family. They felt so much that they were going to die in those moments. They felt like that death was upon them. And really it was just their spirit, their soul was speaking with them. There was a part of the ego, a part of the shell of protection, a part of the old them that was releasing. And they needed to grieve and access that compassionate love and forgiveness to accept the releasing. Okay? And even though they consciously were thinking, what am I releasing? What am I consciously letting go of? They knew in their heart space, there was a part of them that they healed. And there was this part of them that was like, okay, we're ready to let go of it. We're ready to release it. There's all this shedding coming up within your body right now. You feel like you are like stretching internally. And this is just another layer coming off. This is you unmasking a different part, a different layer of your being. And it is asking for you to honor and release them. And when they sat with that, when they sat in that moment, and they were able to breathe, and they were able to center, and they were able to ground themselves, their energy, their light, It's as if the muscles, the fascia, the bones, the skin all released. It had that final release. And it released the pact of harmony again, okay? Instead of disconnection, instead of disassociating from the feeling, they sat with it, they acknowledged it, and it shifted. And that is the power of somatic rebirthing, okay? Now, lavender spirit is coming through today, you guys. Lavender spirit is very protective, okay? Very cleansing, very calming, very friendly. And she is asking and inviting you to do spirit work with her, to work with the fairies, to bring and help activate more joy in your life, more friendliness, more awareness to the friends that you have in your life. Maybe you need to say something to them. You haven't reached out to them for a moment, maybe for a long time. Maybe you have been an introvert and a hermit. I think it's time for you to invite in a little bit more of enjoyment. Walk on the wild side is what I'm hearing. Allow your freak flag to flow, to fly, to show. Let your hair down. Keep on loving who you are because you are who you are and this world needs who you are. Is that all? Yes. Okay, thank you. And then we have rose quartz coming through. So these are elemental and vibrational energies, spirits, allies that we work with. And rose quartz is the lover stone, okay, the compassionate one, the heart opening, the activating of the higher heart, okay, accessing that higher gateway, that higher opening of connection to all things, to all beings. It is the gateway, okay, of beauty, of walking into the Garden of Eden again, of you walking into that garden where it all began, where you can keep on walking into to take in new frequencies, new energies, new transmissions that will help activate your vibration and frequency, that will help activate your world to live and be in a state of more beauty, of more connection, of more relationship, of more relatability to whatever it is that you feel disconnected to or from. Okay. It is working with your toroidal field of your heart space, of your actual heart that's beating, that's creating that rhythm, that's creating that sensation, that vibration giving off, so that more electrical currents, more magnetic energies can happen, so that you can bring into your reality what it is that you've been wanting. So working with rose quartz or working with your heart, leading and living with your heart open, okay, is a message. All right, you guys, I'm going to put them down. I'm going to hold lavender because she brings me so much joy. And then someone here who has been watching a lot of these videos may be really connected with the sea turtle, because the sea turtle keeps on showing up in all of my visions when I hit record. And you may be a collective of Lemurians, Atlanteans, Syrians, and I'm also hearing Venusians. And there's also this old soul movement within this collective here. So there's, this is maybe a collective of individuals who have lived on Earth for a long, long time. Okay, the energy of the whale is coming through right now. So very much ocean energy. Very much alignment with the water, the salt water. There's something with salt water here. So there may be an invitation to do some cleansing with salt water, okay? Taking an Epsom salt bath to cleanse, clear, purify your energy, okay? And then I'm just hearing again, working your magic. And then I did pull some cards. The first card that came out was take a step back, and it came in reverse. Okay. And there's this energy that's happening within their hands right now. And so you're cultivating something, you're making something here. Maybe this is something physically you're making. Maybe you've been dabbling into making tinctures, tonics. You've been harvesting your plants, your herbs, your flowers, and you've been, or maybe you are creating something online, is what I'm hearing. Take a moment, is what they're asking. And you don't need to move so fast, but setting more of an intention, being more intentional with the work that you're doing with your hands. Because you're working with your heart when you're working with your hands. And your hands are working on a labor of love. And so putting more love into whatever it is that you are working with and doing, coming from a place of your heart, forgiving yourself for the past parts that didn't work out. I don't know what that means, but maybe something didn't work out before that you were doing, that you were working with your hands. Or maybe this is in a literal sense, like working out your hands, massaging your hands, self-massage, okay? Giving your hands a massage and just allowing them, or maybe stretching, right? Because our hands, our fingers are also associated with planets, okay? Different planets. And so when we work out the nerves and the fascia, the muscles in our hands, we're also working out those muscles, those inner muscles that are working with the energies of the planets coming in, okay, that they are associated with. That's what's coming through right now, so I'm just going to go with it. And then the next card was Holy Love. So this is the present card, okay? I pulled 3 cards, the past, the present, and the future. Okay, so maybe, like I said, working what you are working on with your hands, working on with more love, more care, more compassion, more understanding of where you are now and where you were before. And you've learned so much more now. You have so much more wisdom, so you've gained so much more knowledge, and you understand. That's my cat just making that noise because he's playing around Shiva. And then you have really worked on cleansing your throat chakra, is what I'm hearing, and your heart. And so speaking and coming from a place of your heart is so natural. It's more natural than it's ever been before. You have been working with your guardian angels. They have been showing up for you. They have been restoring disharmony within a certain layer and part of your body, is what I'm hearing. Maybe this is in your shoulders. Lately you've felt like a cleansing. In your heart chakra as well, because our shoulders are connected very much with protecting our heart. And then the last card that came out was Inner Child Healing. I actually really love this card. I really love this card, and I really love that this came out for you. I really feel this sense of you finally finding that connection, that sense of love that you've never felt from another, and you finding it for yourself. You acknowledging that you've been doing so much work on yourself, and that you've grown so much, and that you've done so much, you've accomplished so much. I'm just hearing like this greatness that you feel like you witnessed those growing up not able to attempt or get done or do, but you've put in the work and you've allowed yourself to really create a movement. And they're saying like this is a generational movement. And that's what it's all about. You are the pathfinder. You are burning a path open. You are a trailblazer. You are an alchemist, and you are the black sheep who is awakening those within a collective of the same color. So you are creating a movement. This is important. The work that you are doing is important and is needed. Okay. And you just being you and loving yourself even more day after day, step by step. That's the greatest movement of your life that you are doing and sharing. And you're sharing that with the future generations. So keep going. Keep going. All right, you guys, I'm going to land there. You take lots of care. Bye now.